right.
What's up? What's going on?
A 40-foot inflatable rubber ducky.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
what's
that.
up.
Look at the ducks.
Announcing their presence with authority.
Taking over.
They are taking over.
I'm not gonna lie. If you don't know what we're talking about, in the river outside of the Big Ten Media Day there in Indianapolis, Oregon deployed, I don't know, what appears to be a 40-foot high rubber ducky. I mean, it was bigger than the bridge.
Yeah,
That's got to be custom, right? You can't just buy one of those.
No, I don't think you can go to Walmart and pick up a 3-story,
How do you decide on the scale for something like that, though?
Well, I'm guessing you measure the bridge and you kind of go from there and figure it out. I don't know. That thing was huge, though.
yeah. It's Big Ten Media Days.
And it's pissed off everyone in Big Ten country.
Day one. Well, look, raises the question, doesn't it?
And the question being what?
Are the Ducks ruffling too many feathers? Are they walking in a little cocky here?
I kind of enjoy it. Like, if you're walking through the front door, kick that son of a bitch open.
Yeah, make a statement. Why not?
Don't tiptoe around. Like, you're coming in as like the number 3 team in the country.
We're not here to go 7-5 and
Exactly.
punt the ball away like you guys.
Yeah, go Todd Graham. Like, this is not about Iowa punts here. This is not about going 7-9 BS. You
So
show
you
up
had,
and win championships.
Lanning said, I think this was a while ago, but he said the league needs to adjust to them, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And now you have an inflatable duck troll, and you're already in the kitchen of all the coaches because of NIL.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I like it.
I don't know that I like it. I think you need to.
You want to go a little calmer?
I think you need to walk into the Big Ten a little more humble. You haven't done anything. You didn't even do anything in the Pac-12.
So is putting a big duck on the river showing a lack of humility? Or is it just having some fun?
I
don't know.
I just have never seen a...
I think it's great. People are talking about Oregon. That's the whole point.
I didn't know that I would like to ask Dan Lanning, I don't know if he has the answer to this, but where do you make a giant Oregon duck? Because it wasn't just if you told me there was an giant inflatable rubber ducky, I was like, okay, you could go on the dark web. I mean, you can order human beings and grenades on the dark web. I'm sure you can find a 40-foot inflatable ducky. But to find one that's the actual Oregon duck, who do you call to create that?
Well, I think so. Isn't there something? There's like a charity event where maybe it's like a children's hospital. They do these events where they're like these rubber ducks all floating down the river, and there's thousands of them, and there are some big ones like that. I wonder if you go to a company that does that and you say, hey, can you just change the colors to be ours? And that's how you go.
But that's one thing to have one duck floating. Look at that thing. Dude, that thing towers over that bridge. I may be underselling the 40-foot duck. That may be like a 70-foot duck. I don't know. But it's a big-ass duck.
Maybe it's from Uncle Phil's pool.
Dude.
You think he has a giant pool?
If Uncle Phil has a pool that has that duck in it, that's the best thing. Like, of all the things you could be impressed about at Uncle Phil's house, having that duck, that would be number one. I'd be like,
go blow some ducks?
If you see my car collection? Nah, I'm more interested in the inflatable duck.
Masters Pete is in. He's a big duck guy. He said he would have put 5 of them out there.
Of course he would.
That's duck fan for you.
He'd also fire Dana Altman, though. So
that's right.
Masters Pete, his opinion is no longer valid.
God dang, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I just think you kind of want to fly under the radar. I mean, you're now you're already the Colorado of the Big Ten.
Ooh, look at you firing some shots.
Well, you are. I mean,
there's a lot more substance there than Colorado.
Well, yes, there's more substance, but you haven't won anything, and everyone's rooting for your demise. They want to kick your ass now.
And well,
because of the duck?
Well, because of Lanning said you have to adjust to us, not the other way around. Now you got a duck. You got all this NIL. The NIL coffer is overfloweth, and everyberry's pissed off about it.
I think you might be right about all this except for the duck part. I don't think you're really ticking anybody off at that.
Well, you weren't you the one that said that the whole Big Ten, or was it you just a minute ago? You said the whole Big Ten is pissed off about it?
Yeah, they seem to be a little. I don't know about the coaches, but a lot of the Big Ten, because I've been trying to follow Big Ten Media Day, which, by the way, it's been a bit of a struggle for Swag.
I know.
He's
having a rough day.
I feel bad.
It's over.
Yeah, no one wants to.
We think
no one wants to deal with Swag. He's he's the awkward kid. He's new in school, and
here's the thing:
it's not working.
If you're used to our media day shows from Pac-12 Media Day, I can tell you definitively the Pac-12 had its S together, and I'm not kidding. They did a great job on Media Day. Whereas, I mean, like you and I did a 4-hour show, and every segment would have a guest.
Yes.
Good guest, coaches, players,
Anyone we wanted to get, we got.
and they were on time, and everything worked great. From what I understand, the Big Ten is not like that at all. You would think they would have their stuff together, but they don't.
This is apparently the polar opposite.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a free for all. You can
It's a
show up,
free-for-all,
anybody
right.
you can grab, great, but they're not slotting interviews for everybody.
And so Swigard is doing his best to go around and yank some guys over to his table and then put the headset on them so that Dusty and Danny and Dirt and Sprague and them can interview them. But they're just refusing to come over. They're too busy. Yeah. And so it's kind of a mess.
And because they don't have I think maybe it's the idea that no one is there. He's saying, hey, come over here and you'll be on the air. And people are like, yeah, no, it's not working.
Well, he said all of radio is really struggling.
Yeah.
Because, you have the TV, you have the print media, and you have the radio.
And the radio right now is the bastard redheaded stepchild. They're the Maryland of the Big Ten, and no one wants to play
an Odyssey station.
Terrible Terrapin uniform. So,
or perhaps they're being frozen out. Swigard's being frozen out because we are associated with the giant inflatable Oregon
Everyone
Duck.
hates the Duck, and by virtue, they hate Swigard
now,
as well.
Is Swag wearing Oregon gear?
I wouldn't think so.
I hope not.
Well, if it's free, he's wearing it. I still contend that even if he comes back and he's very unhappy about the way Big Ten media went, he still will come back.
Oh, for sure.
With a S-ton of Big Ten swag, because the over-under, we're setting it is, what happens? The number of times Swag tells us about the Big Ten Media Day, a.k.a. complaining, versus the number of free items that he brings back. And right now, I'm leaning towards more free items. He's coming back with a ton of those things.
I think he's already mailed it in. He's already at the hotel bar.
Vancouver Ford text line saying that he has already got free beef jerky. So there's the come up.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So there were only 6 schools there today. There will be 6 tomorrow, and then the Ducks and Huskies among the 6 on Thursday.
Yeah.
Hopefully he will have a better 2 days.
Yeah, we hope so.
Because Dirt and Sprague got Yogi Roth this morning.
Yeah. The great Yogi Roth of former Pac-12 fame, who's now is Yogi Roth now Big Ten legend Yogi Roth?
I don't know.
He was Mr. Pac-12. Is he now Mr. Big Ten?
A little too polished for me, Yogi Roth.
He is very polished.
Did you see the other Mr. Pac-12 got a new gig? The Yammer?
Yeah,
back with the CW doing Beavs, Cougs, Cal, and Stanford?
Yeah.
With Tom Brenneman?
Maybe he'll work with Tom.
Wouldn't that be something? The Yammer and Thom together?
What was I saying? What were we talking about?
Oh, the who Swag got certain people for certain shows.
Oh yeah, Yogi Roth was on the morning show, and then the only person from Big Ten Media Day that made our airwaves in the middays with Danny and Dusty was some Wisconsin offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So rough day for Swigard.
Rough day.
Hopefully he rebounds tomorrow.
Hold on, everybody.
Sometimes, you see this in major championships. You don't come out, you don't play your best round. The question is, did Swag play himself out of contention? Because I don't think he did.
Well,
because
he better switch up his tactics.
Yes,
because obviously it didn't work.
This didn't work.
So I don't know what he does differently.
Maybe he rubs elbows at the bar tonight.
Yeah, you come back, you regroup, retool. Maybe
some bribes.
Yes.
Buy some SIDs, a few drinks, and off you go.
Maybe just tell people you're with Wisconsin. Maybe I'm with the Buck on this one. Maybe the Duck thing. Maybe that's ruffling feathers when he tells them, "Hey, we're with the Ducks," and people are like, "Oh, you're the sons of bitches that they released the giant inflatable duck."
They already hate Oregon.
I'm also a little surprised. Like, here's the thing: maybe Big Ten country is different, but where's SEC Media Day? Where is that?
Where was that? Dallas, maybe?
Is it Dallas?
I think it was Dallas.
Oh, it was Dallas this year. That's right, because Texas in the.
I'm
SEC
just saying, if you pulled this, if you sent the 40-foot duck down a river in the South during SEC Media Day,
deflated with a bullet almost immediately,
100%.
that duck's dead.
Yes,
it's not even.
That is true.
It's not even a question.
It's a who could do it fastest.
Yeah, it would just be a fight between the only argument would be which group took credit for it, because Alabama would be like, dude, we shot it first, and then Texas would come in and be like, we shot it better.
Oh, Harvey Updike would be all over this thing.
100%.
Nice pull.
I like it.
Harvey Updike. By the way, he's the old goofball that poisoned the trees at
Toomer's
Auburn.
Corner.
Yeah.
Because he's an Alabama fan.
Well, he's an Auburn guy. Or yeah,
Roll
Alabama and poisoned
He was an
Auburn.
Alabama
Yeah.
fan, and he poisoned the trees at Auburn.
because.
And by the way, look him up. He looks exactly like you would think he looked.
You think that inflatable duck is making its way down some Birmingham waterway?
He named his kids like Bear and Crimson.
Yeah, I don't think so. So quite frankly, this is why I'm all about sending the inflatable duck, because it turns out those cowards in the Midwest don't even have the balls to take on an inflatable duck. I'm looking right at you, Ohio State fan. You're supposed to be the king of the castle here. Michigan, by the way, has won the conference the last couple years and won the national title, and you don't have the gumption to take out the inflatable duck? I'm a little disappointed in what the Big Ten is bringing to the table. That SEC crap, that wouldn't fly in the SEC. Means more down there.
Well, look, if you're Oregon, it's easy to be cocky right now, but this reporter says cool it. Just calm down, okay?
I just woke up to that and just started chuckling and was
Same.
like,
Just put a smile on your face.
it's like, gee, only Oregon. It is so uniquely them.
Yeah, nobody really does anything like that, do they?
No.
Anywhere else?
No, it is unique. What they have done out there in that little tiny corner in the upper left is it's fun. And I kind of enjoy that a bunch of the Midwest media members are claiming that it's classless and they're all.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're just saying it's kind of they're a little pissy about it.
Classless.
Like, give me some example. Do we have?
I'll pull it up on.
yeah.
I just saw some stuff on Twitter.
And who do we hate now? Because
I'll pull it up. Just
New rivals. Let's go.
Yeah,
New
who's our new
rivals.
media rival in
Where
the Big
hell's-
Ten?
Hold on, my mouse. I just saw people doing kind of what you were saying, like you're new to the conference, like
Yeah,
really,
shut up.
like it's just the childish and
Yeah,
win something first.
there you go.
Again,
Probably a good idea. But
Well, that's true. When has that ever stopped Oregon before?
never has.
No.
Which is why they rub people the wrong way sometimes.
Yes, and I think the duck probably falls in line with that. But again, I'm all for it. You can't.
I don't sign off on it.
There's a difference between being respectful.
Of course, they didn't
and
consult me.
and being passive.
Yeah, someone in the YouTube chat says it just motivates teams to play better against the Ducks next year. Like that stuff that's where I'm drawing the line. That's how, like, you think they're gonna be in their locker room before the game, being like, and remember when they put that inflatable down the river? We gotta kick their asses. Like, that's not how that's going.
They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins.
That honestly, that's the most ironic statement of all time.
Because all the Ducks do is fight for clicks.
no one fights for clicks harder,
And they're really good at it.
Yes, they are. The only difference is like they win too. Colorado fights for clicks; they just suck. And that's the thing that makes, like, back in the day, I get people being upset at Oregon because they used to do a lot of this crap and they weren't very good. At least now they're good. Washington may disagree. They win a lot of games. You just got to win the important ones. Somewhere Husky fan is 100% doing the and they may be more upset than anyone else, like, because no one's talking about UW and everyone's talking about Oregon, and UW will keep screaming, beat us first. And again, it's a fair point because UW's got them 3 years in a row.